sassy. He's so sassy, the Sassy Chef. Almost 2 years ago, me and my wife had the idea for the Sassy Chef. We filmed the pilot episode and didn't do much with it, and the footage got lost on our hard drives. We found the lost tapes and edited them, so please enjoy the pilot episode of the Sassy Chef. So one of our goals here is to prepare healthy meals that we can cook within 30 minutes. So to prove that, we've got a clock here that we're now going to set at 30 minutes and let the cooking begin. So with this particular meal, one of the things that will take the longest is getting the meat cooked. So we're going to start that first thing. We've got some avocado oil that we'll place into our frying pan. Turn the heat on to a medium heat, and add our all-natural grass-fed hamburger. And again, it's really important that the quality of your meat to any meal is super important. If you don't get it, maybe not organic, but you don't want to, growth hormones. You want it grass-fed. So again, the quality of the meat is going to be critical to the quality of any meal that you're preparing. Don't skimp on the meat. During the summer months, what you'll find is that you can purchase a lot of meats at your local farmers markets, from local farm markets, and you can ask questions. Do you use growth hormones? If they're not certified organic, don't worry about it, but ask them questions. Do you spray your food? Do you use pesticides? Do you add antibiotics to your feed? That kind of stuff. Okay, so we've got the meat going. Now, one of the most unhealthy parts of any taco is the taco meat seasoning that you add to the seasoning. If you read the ingredients to what's at the store, it talks about maltodextrin, partially hydrogenated soybean, yeast extract, a natural flavor. I'm not sure what that means, what flavor they're adding. Oxyethanol something for preservatives. I mean, this stuff's toxic. But what's hard to, what most people don't know is that making that taco seasoning, 99 cents, is just as easy as it is to buy it. So here we go. Let's make our own taco seasoning. Right now we've got our meat going. We'll check on that in a few minutes. We've got our taco seasoning recipe, and we'll start with okay, so we got some chili powder, paprika. See how much paprika? They want a half a teaspoon of paprika. That's us. And this is going to be, again, an organic paprika. Someone says, what's the big deal, right? Well, when something's certified organic, that's where you're going to find out that they haven't used pesticides, that they haven't done a lot of the nasty things that farmers can do to their food. So a little cayenne pepper. You know what? Not on my recipe. The heck with that, because we like our tacos a little spicy. So we're going to add some cayenne pepper. We've got some organic red chili flakes. Okay, now it says a quarter teaspoon. This is a half. I'm not measuring nothing, because you know what? We're sassy here. Some of this little piddly, I'm going to measure everything out. Who cares? You know what? We don't need to do it. How about a little onion powder? This is a new McCormick's. New McCormick's. Organic. They weren't doing this last year. Apparently the market has spoken to them, and they figured out, hey, we can make a little money in this organic market. About time they started listening to their customers. Chili powder. What do they want? They want a whole teaspoon. Wow. I like my chili powder. I like it. There you go. The biggest ingredient, the biggest ingredient in any taco seasoning is cumin. A lot of you probably couldn't spell that before. Now you can. Cumin. Okay, they want a teaspoon. That's a half a teaspoon. Okay, remember what I said. Anybody can cook this, even you. Okay, so we got a teaspoon and a half of cumin. Yeah, this recipe is going to be on the website, so don't bother writing it down now, because you're going to watch how this is done. Garlic powder. What have they got me down there? Quarter teaspoon? That looks about right. Oh, you know, these weaker chefs, these guys you see on the video, measuring everything out. Come on. Where'd they go to school? You know what I'm saying? If they can't tell what a quarter teaspoon is by this time, tell them to go back to, what's that place in France? Cordon Bleu? Cordon Bleu, I call it. Okay. Look at this. 100% organic, make taco seasoning, like tacos you've never seen before. Oh, I want to buy the 99-cent pack. I want a little multi-dextrose. Not dextrose. What's that crap called? Multi-dextrose? Yeah, if you're feeling a little hungry for it, you want some diabetes, look it up. Okay, so now we're going to see how our meat's doing. Again, to keep this meal on schedule, you want to check the meat, break it up into as small pieces as you can, and maybe turn the heat up a little bit so we can get this done inside that 30-minute window. Okay. So I think we're going to turn that heat up because I got a schedule here. Okay, so a lot of people will put their onions in the meat, but they put it in too soon. And I like my onions to be crispy. So I'm gonna cut these onions up, get them ready, but I'm not gonna put these onions in to the very last piece. So we'll get them slightly cooked. They'll add a little bit of seasoning to that meat, but they're not gonna be mushy onions. Okay? And oh, we got a compost. Yeah, everyone says compost. I don't know about that. Our compost bin's down in the back 40 and it's a pain in the butt to run it out, but we're going to do what we can for the environment. Okay, so what's next here? We got our onions chopped, we got our meat cooking. We're going to use a corn tortilla because we're trying to get rid of the genetically modified crap, and that's a big deal. I hated tortillas. I hate these things. You know why I hated them? Because I didn't cook them. I now have a Mexican nephew who said, "You cook your corn tortillas. Oh, that's going to make it taste better." Then we got an organic corn tortilla. What's the difference here?
White and yellow.
That's not white, because we are tortilla racists.
The yellow ones don't have to be organic.
Oh, so we've got some organic. So this is the premium stuff here. Organic, non-GMO corn tortillas.
Grown in America.
Grown in America.
The yellow.
Yellow.
Grown in Mexico.
Again, you know, I've always been a flour tortilla. You know, with the bleached flour in it, genetically modified wheat. Yeah, that was old school.
Your producer says.
My producer says, don't do that. Now, the reason corn tortillas taste so terrible in my mind is because I didn't cook them. I tried to use them raw, and they go, this tastes terrible. Okay, so the meat's going. We're still breaking that up, getting it into smaller pieces. That grass fed. And I'm going to cook the meat almost done before I add my seasoning. I'm going to drain off a lot of the fat, but I'm going to leave some of it because I like my tacos fat. Okay, so let's add a little bit to our skillet here. Now, to properly cook a corn tortilla, you're going to want a cast iron skillet. I don't know why, but it adds a ton to the flavor. I could probably ask Juan. I bet he knows why you use it. Skillet.
Who's Juan?
Juan's my cousin. the one that taught me about corn tortillas. Okay, so I'm gonna warm this bad boy up. Okay, warm this bad boy up, get it started. We've got our all organic, healthy taco spice, not this stuff. This is the bad stuff. Yeah, but it's only 99 cents at the store. What did it take me to make that? 3 minutes? So for 99 cents, you're going to poison your kids. This is in 3 minutes. This is what it took me. Okay. So what am I doing now? We'll get that started. The clock is still ticking. Boy, that was a fast 10 minutes, wasn't it? I'm not feeling any pressure yet. Okay, I'm gonna, whether you can see this or not, I'm gonna drain a little bit of the fat off. But I'm not gonna get rid of it all. Because you know what fat is. Fat's flavor. You know what I'm talking about? You want something fat-free? You want something fat-free? That's called flavor-free. And we are not gonna go for flavor-free tacos. So we'll burn that down a little bit more. Let me grab my tongs. Yeah, one of the secrets to cooking is having the right equipment. A set of steel tongs, critical. Cast iron skillet, you gotta have that. All clad frying pan, love it. But you don't have to have a ton of equipment, but you do want to have the right stuff. Because if you don't have the right stuff, you might as well go back and get some mac and cheese or something. Okay, so that meat's about done. I'm going to throw in a tester tortilla to show me my skillet's not quite hot enough. Okay, I'm going off camera. I'm going to get a little bit of water to add to that meat before I add my seasoning. Now, one of the things that a lot of people are going to add to their seasoning, cornstarch. The reason that they're going to add cornstarch is because they want to thicken up their taco seasoning. We're not going to do that because we're not animals. We are not animals. You know, lazy. So some lazy person that made cheap taco seasoning said, let's put cornstarch in here. It'll make it easy, and that dumb consumer will never know we just put some GMOs in their tacos. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, they sure had us on that one, didn't they? Okay, look at that. Still got to break that up. Okay, I'm down to 17 minutes. Now I'm starting to feel some pressure. Okay. Probably burnt that first one. Okay. Okay. I didn't have a plate ready, so I'm just going to put a paper towel up here. We're going to put that first tortilla up there.
Let me both sides.
There you go.
Is that done?
I don't know.
It should be lightly brown.
But it doesn't look done, but when you get them done like that, I have a problem with them getting stiff. So we'll try it on the next one.
Well, that's true. So that's a good tip.
So we're trying to do tortillas for tacos, not tostadas. If we were going to build a tostada, that would be easy. Okay.
You would cook it harder, longer.
Yes.
So say that.
I would cook it longer for tostada. But we're going to try to keep it soft. Okay, so you see my meat's almost done. And this is the point that I'm adding my onions. Because I don't like mushy onions. I'm going to get those cooked in there just for a few minutes. And they're going to be there's going to be a little bit of a crunch to them. Now some people will say, hey, just add the onions when they're done. And I say no because I like them cooked a little bit, and I like them soaked in that taco seasoning. Okay. You see that? See how stiff that gets? See, I'm trying to keep them not so stiff. Maybe somebody out there is going to comment how to not have stiff tortillas. I don't know. Now, one of the things I promised you here, because you moms out there want your kids to eat healthy, is we're going to have a side salad with
Dads
our tacos.
don't.
If you,
Dads don't.
what's that?
Dads don't want their.
No, dads don't care that much. They'll just do it the easy way. Moms really care more. They're more loving. But if you throw them just tacos, what they're going to want to do is have 4, 5, 6 tacos. So you're going to plate them up 2 tacos, a side salad, and you know, how hard was that? That just took me 30 seconds.
You could do rice in a cooker.
I'll tell you, one of the things I've done lately, buying a lot of fresh cilantro and adding that to my salad, as well as my tacos.
Cilantro stops diabetes.
Cilantro, my producer says, cilantro stops diabetes. Okay, look at this. I turned my back, tortilla got a little bit too done. But you know what? That's why they come in packs of 12. Get them a little done, just throw another one in. Oh, let's put some more oil in there. That avocado oil. Oh, something about a higher cooking temperature, isn't that right? That's what look at that. Look at that. That's no 99-cent pack of taco seasoning. That is it. Look at this. I still got 12 minutes left.
Can you tip that pan up a little bit so we can see it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks good.
Look at that. Spicy. Remember the cayenne we threw in there? That was not even on the recipe. But we got crazy, kind of rogue. And we added that cayenne because we like it spicy. Don't we? Okay, now just to spice this salad up a little bit, we're going to cut some red peppers for color. Because the way that food tastes, presentation is extremely important. So someone might say, well, geez, why did you buy a red pepper and a yellow pepper? Well, because of the color. The prettier a food is, the better your mind says it tastes. So that's where we are there. Okay. Where'd my tongs go? Okay, now I'm gonna cut a little bit more of that fresh cilantro up so we can add that right to our tacos. And is it important that it's fresh? Yes. This tastes so much better than even the organic stuff dried.
But
I can't even
if
emphasize.
you don't have fresh,
I don't know.
dried is okay.
I'd commit suicide if I didn't have fresh.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
where-
putting that in.
That's worth killing yourself over.
No.
Okay. Get some disagreement from my producer. Okay, so you want to hand me a plate? Okay. So we're going to start plating these up. We're going to go with the salad. That's fun. Sneak some vegetables in on those kids. Throw some red peppers on there. Some yellow ones. Some more red ones. Okay.
Homemade ranch.
We got a couple dressing options here. We've got some Paul Newman balsamic, which I love, and then some homemade buttermilk ranch. Okay.
That my producer loves.
That the producer loves. Okay.
Because of that maltodextrin.
Well, I got 9 minutes here, so I'm taking a little bit of a coffee break. And some of you might say, well, geez, you have a lot of this stuff set up. Well, I did it. It took me about 5 or 6 minutes to pull some of this food out, but we're going to come in under that mark already, so no pressure there. Okay, since we got a little extra time, I'm gonna build up my salad
With
with
red
some,
onion.
with some red onions,
Why?
just for flavor.
Because they're sweet.
We love red onions here,
Because they're sweet.
and they taste delicious,
Because they're sweet.
and they have great flavor.
You better say it.
They can hear you.
No, they can't, because I'm editing that out.
You can't edit your voice out.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Well, you're wrong.
I'd love to see that.
Do it.
Okay, and because they're sweet. We have the red onions in there because they're sweet. I'm a big fan of the cucumbers. We'll have some cucumbers. Okay, now these tortillas did not come out too bad. They're not super stiff. Let's add our meat to them. Okay, add some of that meat. I like a lot of meat in my tacos. Some people like less meat, but I tend to like a lot of meat.
When you're done, show the plates to the camera, please.
Okay, when they're done, I will do that. So we've got 2 plates of tacos. I'm gonna add some different cheeses here.
Tell them what cheese.
I don't know what kind of cheese.
Colby Jack and mozzarella.
Colby Jack and mozzarella. But the real secret here is adding the fresh cilantro and getting these things done just right.
You didn't do any tomatoes.
And here are, that's a plate.
Grab a tomato and cut it.
I got 24 minutes.
Okay.
We got 24 minutes here, and look at that plate. It would have taken you 24 minutes to go to a drive-through, come home and feed it to your kids. This ain't no Taco Bell.
Don't you want to
Okay.
add the tomatoes?
What's that?
Don't you want to add the tomatoes?
I don't,
Okay.
but apparently you do. So
Well, most people like them.
So we got a little extra time here. We're gonna add some tomatoes to one set because my producer likes tomatoes. I do not. So let's throw that up there. 25 minutes.
Wait, I want to get a close-up.
You want to do that? Look at that, 25 minutes. I couldn't have drove to Taco Bell and got back here in 25 minutes. We're going to call that a meal. Please subscribe and share all of our Sassy videos.